Ready for you.
Oh crap! What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? And what's up, Sir Daryl? What they do?
What's up, Jeffrey Jordan?
Same old, same old. We got another episode of Sistas, and it's going down. And I'm so hyped about this episode. We got a lot to talk about. Not the content. You know what I mean? I have issues with the new setup of the show and the direction, but it's just so much to talk about. I feel like they're just baiting me because they know I'm going to be riled up about all the crap and shenanigans that's going on. So,
Yeah.
Daryl, what say you?
Well, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about when you started talking about being riled up about this episode. I'm thinking, did he just find this one just utterly amazing or something? Like, what the hell happened? Because I
No.
didn't. There wasn't. Last week's was really good, and if I now use that as the standard, the measuring rod, this week's was. It wasn't terrible, but it was just okay. It was a little complex. I mean, I got into it a little bit. There was some things in there that annoyed me, and it was kind of good, but I'm still on the same thing that I was on with the last episode. This all happened too fast. This all happened too abruptly, and I fear that they've set it up so that there's nothing that they're going to be able to do that's going to make us like the direction. But I'm not close to liking the direction. I'm just going to see how we go. But I can't imagine what they're going to pull out of their ass that's going to make me say this season was a winner.
I agree. I'm just so I'm so nervous. Even though we're gonna get to several topics today, but one thing I noticed that towards the end of the episode, Andy, she made a phone call to Karen. Of course, we didn't hear her voice,
Hmm.
but
We're not going to.
she did. Well, I mean, she spoke to her obviously. So, I mean, are we just gonna act like it never happened? Is we gonna come back next week and we're gonna pretend like she never called Karen?
I
Is
don't
Karen
think so.
gonna
I think they're
respond? Is
gonna
she gonna
just
come
do
down?
this. I think they're gonna do this weird dance. Well, we're just not gonna see her. Like just like today when old boy walked past Sabrina's room. He walked past the room, looked in. Like you really are gonna be in the IC. Like you really can just peek into the ICU and see somebody like specific. The ICU is not one little room. First of all, but all right, let's just
You,
forget about that. Let's just say that happened. Basically, Sabrina was on the other side of that door in the same way that Karen
uh-huh.
was on the other side of that phone. We didn't see Sabrina. We're not going to see Sabrina. We didn't see Karen. We're not going to see Karen. I don't even think Karen comes back for the funeral when um, 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 she dies. When Sabrina dies, and I do believe Sabrina is going to die.
I agree. And the old boy you talking about Rich, right? The
Yes,
bald headed guy that
yes,
Sabrina. Yeah. So
yes,
he made it seem like he was looking inside of a supermarket window where
yeah,
you can look at rotisserie chicken wings and you
yes,
can kind of
yes.
see what's going on. That's what he's. I didn't
But it's the ICU.
like he could, huh?
But it's the ICU. Like this is the
You said
intensive care unit of a hospital. That's a
right,
whole wing. That's not a little door that you
right.
can just peek in the window of.
I didn't catch it until you actually mentioned it. I'm just like, wait a minute, like he got to see he got to see some traumatic stuff if that hospital was set up that way.
Yeah, yeah. He probably didn't recognize her. He said, "I almost didn't recognize her. Maybe it wasn't even her. It was so many. It's the ICU. You don't know who you're looking at.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So we can just write that off as bad writing again because that would never happen.
It would never
Apparently,
happen. It would never happen."
that's crazy. What are you most excited to talk? What stuck out to you most about the last episode?
Well, all of the people being at the hospital, everybody's just there, concerned, upset. Um, what's Danny's ex boyfriend's name? He pissed me off.
Tony.
Tony pissed me off. I don't even.
Wait, you're not talking about Preston, right? You're not talking about Preston, right?
No, I'm not talking about Preston. I'm talking about
Okay,
Tony. He pissed me
okay.
off. So I'm not. For those of you who missed last week, I missed last season. So I don't exactly know what all Danny did. But I can imagine what Danny did because Danny was never my favorite character. She was always doing things worthy of being let have. To me, I- Anybody letting Danny have it, she probably deserved it. But that in that moment, I cannot fathom any of the stuff that I know that Danny did or that is capable of doing. None of that stuff justifies the way he was acting in that moment at the hospital as Sabrina is laying there in a coma in the next room. None of it.
Wait. What did he do? I mean, he got there. He showed his face. I felt like he shouldn't have come. I felt like
Oh,
he shouldn't
hey.
have come. I mean, I don't know how close he is, but typically that's just a phone call. I'm sending
Well,
you positive
he
vibes.
brought
But
Danny. She was distraught.
he did he? She
Yes.
rode home with him. I don't recall him driving. Did he?
Oh,
Oh, because he
I
was at her house. Wait a minute, he was at her house when she got the call, I believe. So he
correct.
probably did drive her
Yes.
there.
Yeah, she thanked
Okay,
him for
so
that.
she gets a pass on that. Um,
But he was acting an ass. I mean, that's the reason why Andy
I'm
was
I'm
snapping at him and Zach was snapping at him. He was talking about, like, in that setting, he's sitting up there telling her stuff like, you and me are over. Like, come on, dude.
That's
Right
true.
now ain't the
That's
time.
true. That's
That
true.
it is not the
I'll
time for that.
agree. I'll agree with that. But I will say that wrong time, wrong place. But they should be over. Danny doesn't need to be in a relationship, and I've said that for a long time. Uh, it's so strange her wanting him back or begging to have him back. I don't think she knows what she wants. She
No.
needs to stay single. She needs to stay single.
If
So,
he were to give in, come back, within a week, she's going to be doing something to push his ass away again.
uh-huh. I agree. I agree.
So that's
Oh
what stuck
man.
out. That's the main thing that stuck out to me. And then Andy's sister, um, you know, this did stick out. This is a pretty big deal for me in the episode. So we've been watching Sisters for what was is I think it's 10 seasons that I think we're on season 10. So we are
Yeah.
not in the middle of watching these characters develop anymore. We know these women. We know their personalities, their quirks. We know all about them. And now this new person, she's clearly going to be a main character, and we're learning her from scratch. So we're going through the
Mm-hmm.
adolescent stuff, the foundational stuff about her being immature and going out and
Mm-hmm.
getting into trouble. Where the rest of the women we already know, that's also another hard road for her as an actress, as a character on the show. I don't like the fact that I now have to start over fresh with somebody that's a main character. I'm okay with starting fresh with somebody that I'm just gonna like that I'm not gonna be able to have to get invested in. But they're pretty much telling me I got to get invested in her because she's going to be a main character and we're starting over from scratch, learning her personality. So that's something about the storyline that annoyed me. And Andy's mother probably annoyed me as well. I realize the woman is sick and probably thinking that she's dying, but you can't make siblings just all of a sudden get along if they didn't get along. It doesn't work that way. You don't just put them in a house and start telling the more responsible one, be nice to her. That's not the way that's ever going to work. So that annoyed me too.
Right. And it's not just a house, it's her house, it's
Her
Andy's
house.
house.
Yeah.
It's not even like she called the girls at the mom's house. And now it's like you trying to dump this chick, dump her off, and I'm gonna leave. I'm just like, what is going on here? Yeah, I get that you sick or whatever, and I feel like the mom, she wasn't genuine for her visit to Andy because obviously she's trying to dump the daughter off, who's a
That's the whole
leech.
purpose. That's the reason to come.
Job, she's not working, and so we gonna get to that clip later. But Andy's sister, her name is Cheyenne, I believe. She is annoying. She's ditzy. She's an adult. It's not like she's 15 or 16. She's a full blown adult. Those years of talking about my big sister left me, those days are over. Those days are over. And you've been an adult for a long time, so you do know a phone works both ways.
Yep.
Sir Daryl, if you are my brother and you moved away to better yourself in college, as I get older, I understand that. So I am an adult now, so I understand why you left. You didn't go to do drugs or run the streets. You went to college to better yourself. So now that I'm adult, I say now that I am an adult, I can say I can pick up the phone and like, bro, It was crazy when we were kids. Let's get together. I'm gonna fly out and see you. Cheyenne can't do that because she doesn't have a pot to piss in. She has no money. Like, it is so annoying. I'm pretty sure they wrote it this way just to rile people up. But whatever.
Do we know anything about the financial stability of Andy's mother?
I mean, I don't know if she has a big house or just an apartment. I'm assuming funds are running low because the sister is just a leech. She has no money, because it wouldn't make sense. Like, if the sister was contributing to that household, that's another person to help out, right? Mom, you need help. Let me go to the grocery store. Let me buy this. Let me buy. But she seems to be just a taker, and the mom can't handle it right now. She can't deal with her foolishness right now, so she's dumping her off on Andy. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
well,
crazy?
well.
Wow,
Yep. You summed it up, sir.
that is crazy. You know what? I was going to touch on. We had a video on YouTube, and I'm going to talk about it later. And it's just some people that's like, "Oh my goodness, I thought you had all the secrets. I thought you had all the secrets." And I'm just like, really? You know, me and you, we just have conversations just like everybody else. And we had a few theories, a few thoughts, and people clicked on it saying, "Oh, this is crazy. We thought you knew what you were talking about." I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry that Tyler Perry is not sitting behind me telling me his thoughts.
And,
Okay,
and and if he
give me a break.
were, they would be just as convoluted. If we were to find out what's going on in Tyler Perry's brain and tried to articulate that out, it would be just as scatterbrained. In fact,
Yes.
it might even be worse. The fact that we don't know might have made this happen. You know what annoys me about people?
What's
There
that?
were a couple comments on there. I think somebody said, you don't know, you're just guessing. Hey, we're all just guessing.
Yes.
We're watching. We're watching.
Yes.
Unless we get episodes that are coming up, everybody is theoretical. Everybody is giving their theory. I would love to see this
Right.
genius give us the truth.
And like I say, and that's half the fun of it. Everybody has their theories, everybody has their thoughts until the next episode comes out.
Yeah.
You go, oh, I was totally off.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I was close. So I think that's the thrill of any TV show, the anticipation of wanting to,
Yep.
get out of here.
Yep. But thanks for
That's
watching.
crazy. Thanks for watching
Yep.
the full video.
Yep.
Oh, that's too funny. I don't know. So, how you want to do this today? We gonna get into pause and play? Are we getting into necessary news?
You got
Just
some
random? It don't
specific
matter.
news that are not from these clips?
No, it's all in the clips. No.
Well, actually, there are a couple of things. Let's do this. Let's do this. Tell me what this is about.
I
Matthew
can't see
Lawrence
it,
and Chile.
but it's not displaying on the screen, sir, Daryl.
It's displaying on mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see it. I see it on Facebook. Okay, my bad. So Matthew Lawrence in Chile. Okay, so boom. Matthew Lawrence and Chile are dating. So Chile from TLC, from the iconic group of the 90s. And she's dating Matthew Lawrence. You know who Matthew Lawrence
I don't.
is?
I was about to ask who
He
the hell
was
was
a
Matthew
he
Lawrence.
was a child star. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire as one of the little kids, one of the little white little kids. He was in Give Me a Break. Joey Lawrence and
Oh,
Matthew
that's
Lawrence, they were brothers. The little, not Joey Lawrence, Matthew Lawrence. He's the smaller one who came on Give Me a Break in like the last few seasons of Give Me a Break.
okay.
One of
Okay.
the, it was yeah. What else was he in? I don't know, stupid shows like that. Anyway, so Chili and him are dating, and Chili posted on social media. She was reminiscing about the times when she dated Usher back from 2000, the early 2000s to 2004. So my thing is, Sir Daryl, what would how would you feel if you're dating someone and they post on social media about reminiscing about the time that they dated this guy, this mega superstar who they had and after they officially dated in 2004, they were kind of on and off again, just booty calls to 2019.
Did you just say
That's
booty
when they
calls,
officially
sir? Did I hear you
booty
right?
calls because
Wow.
they officially dated from the early 2000s to 2004, but she even admitted that they were on and off again to 2019. That's when they officially called it quits, and she was just like he just kept drawing her back in. How would you feel
You don't think it had
as a
anything to
guy?
do with the announcement that he had herpes?
But that was when did that herpes announcement come back? That was a long time ago, right?
That was a long time ago they're talking. I don't know. I'm not saying that it happened around the same time, but I'm just
Well,
wondering whether or not
but
that may have said,
but
that may have maybe
people.
given pause.
My thing is, why even bring it up? Yeah, people. I remember people talking about him having STDs and herpes and stuff, but why even bring it up now? I'm like, nobody was thinking about that. Nobody was thinking about him and her. That was ancient history, 2001 to 2004. Nobody remembers that, but she posted about it, so that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
people are talking about it. So I don't understand why bring that up.
Maybe it's to test Matthew's resolve.
I mean, he is a Caucasian male, so I doubt he, and that is foolish of me to say that, but she wouldn't pull that with a certain type of other person. I'm
You
just
don't think she
saying,
would
and
pull
get
that with
away
50
with
Cent?
it.
If she were dating 50 Cent, you don't think she would
No.
do that? No.
Ask Vivica Fox. Ask Vivica Fox how that's gonna go down. She knows firsthand the backlash. 50 ain't going for that. You know? Why you not with him? I call you a cab. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, that they are new to me. I didn't know about their situation.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't like it was a high end romance or anything. And this was back in the 2000s. People, social media was around, but not like now.
Yeah, yeah.
So, 2000, 2004, now, you know, click of a button. But that's ancient history. I don't know why she brought it up. She's in a new relationship, but now she's reminiscing about somebody else. Get out of here, Chili.
So
That's
how would you
crazy.
feel? How
That's
would you
crazy.
tell me? You asked me how I would feel about it. How would you feel?
I just told you. What you want me to call? You want me to call you a cab? Like, what are we doing? And
That's Jeffrey Jordan's language. Get to just get to stepping.
even even if you have those thoughts, Sir Daryl, about somebody from your past, you're a human being. You always somebody from your past or somebody in high school, like, I wonder what they up to. That don't mean I'm going on social media and be like, man, this person was everything. Good God, Jesus. That and somebody like her who still has the platform, she's not like a normal person. So when she
Oh, she's
posts something,
absolutely not a normal person. She's still to us.
yeah, thousands of people see this stuff. So I can only imagine like him just like say, okay, honey, it's fine. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I
That's
want to
crazy.
get to this one too before we start. This is not part of Sisters, but I still would like to just leapfrog because it came in at the very end and deal with this if we can.
Okay.
Not being there no more. Because, I mean, the studio tried to steal my Creative by credit. So, like, they posted, even this week, end of the year, la da 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 da, and you post my show like that's your show. It's you putting the show out there, but you're also the same studio, Tyler Perry Studios, that removed my Creative by credit. And I had to call the union to have them make you force TPS to put it back on there. So, I'm not sad that my show isn't there anymore. After season 5, it won't be there anymore. I won't have to deal with that shady, corny kind of leadership over there that would dare. Why try to? You got 16, 17 shows. I got one. Let me have credit. My contract says I get credit. Why your corny ass trying to steal my credit? Because you can't write like me. See, I'm not mad about.
Okay. Okay, I'm done with him. I can't rock with something he said when he says that Tyler Perry can't write like him. I can't ride with that. I can't agree with it. Well, I'm going to dissect it more, but would you do you does how do you feel about him saying that Tyler Perry can't write like him?
Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, like, in my brain, he's so annoyed that out of all of the things that he could have said, that was like one of the softest blows he could have
Yeah.
shot. Yeah, that doesn't. But I'm saying it doesn't bother me. I feel like he is under some the contract that he probably signed for the check that he got probably disallows him to swing much harder than that. But
Yeah.
this lets me know for me that Tyler Perry has been the one all along. I mean, there was this speculation he wasn't talking about Tyler Perry. He clearly, everything that he did was to put the cloud of suspicion around Tyler Perry. He never exonerated Tyler Perry. When somebody said, "Oh, he cleared Tyler Perry," he went on live. I mean, he didn't go on live. He went on social media to say, "I didn't clear anybody." Like he wanted to make that real clear. Then all of a sudden, everything
Hmm.
just sort of went away. He just stopped talking about it. But now, even after all of that, he's still very disgusted with the leadership over there. That's Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
Calling
yeah,
him corny, and then saying the man can't write like him. I mean, I'm sure he does think Tyler Perry can't write like him. I'm sure that's an honest
yeah.
assessment from him.
I he, I doubt he truly feels that way because if I'm not mistaken, he was all in Tyler Perry plays back in the day. If I'm not mistaken, right?
That doesn't have
So I
anything to do
mean,
with that. The man that's your
just saying.
employer. A lot of people work for people that they feel like that they're better than. That happens all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could him pull up some clips of him saying, "Oh, he's the best writer ever." You know, it's just phony to me. But I get what you're saying. He was writing his checks. So, hey, I get
He wrote
that.
that part good. The signature, he wrote that part excellent.
Uh-huh. That's funny. So basically, Christian Keys was fighting for creative credits,
Yeah.
and also he plans to he's shopping his show to a different network,
Mhm.
and he plans to shake things up, and he wants to remove a few characters, mainly Sky Black, aka Amp.
Andy's husband.
Amp. Yes.
Yes.
And he said Christian says that, and I quote, he he comes to work high, and he doesn't listen. Uh, to me, I don't. I feel like Christian is nitpicking right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys smell like marijuana coming to work. I'm just saying. And now he's trying to make his show about male strippers, sex, and drugs. He has a problem if one of them smokes. I'm just what say you to that, Sir Darrell?
Yeah, I don't know. I as a person who doesn't particularly like the smell of weed, I can understand the concept of it, of being annoyed by it. But maybe I don't know. I wasn't there. I haven't even really heard much about that particular set. But if it's more than a smell, like when people are high, a lot of times they think that they are way more amazing than they actually are. They think they're coherent. They think they're articulate. They think that they're doing things that they're not actually doing
Hmm.
because they're really high and they don't realize how difficult it is to deal with them in that moment. I would imagine as an employer that's something that would drive you crazy. Now I haven't been keeping up with that show. Is Sky's character? I know he's a main character. I recognize that, but is it really important to the show? Like, are people watching? Well, have you been keeping up with the show? Before I even ask you this,
I mean, there's new episodes, but I am
okay, so you're
current
up
on
to
it. I
date.
know what's going on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is his character like revered on the show? Is it would it be miss if he wasn't there? Would people really care?
He is the main character, and his character holds a little more weight because he is the cousin of Madam. Madam
Mm-hmm.
is his auntie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that he has more screen time, but he is Madam's nephew or something like that. I feel like Christian is jabbing at him because I feel like it's going a little deeper than his quote unquote problem with him smelling like marijuana. I don't know. I feel like behind the scenes, maybe uh uh Sky is cool with TP, like really cool with him, and maybe something was said, and he was just like, "I'm gonna show you. This is my show. I'm gonna get rid of you." I feel like it was something like that. I feel like it was something like that.
Do you think his character though is like necessary for the show? I mean, clearly Madam's character is necessary to the show, and I'm not trying to make a comparison between those two. But overall, if his character wasn't there, do you think it would be a hard adjustment? Like for instance, Karen not being there, it's going to be a hard adjustment for me. No matter, I don't care about what I said about her. I can't. I don't care about how boring I said
Um,
Sabrina was. This is going to be a hard adjustment for me. Is it going? Would it be a hard adjustment for the fans if he wasn't there?
uh, I'm not like a like, listen. I would. Can they get away with it? Sure. I mean, he does. I don't think he has any kids. I want to say he got that woman pregnant. What is her name? She cashes out all the money. Uh he started dating a few people on the show, so people might miss him, because he is dating a key person on the show. I'm not talking about real life person he's dating. I mean on the show, he's dating a key person on the show. So getting rid of him, they're gonna have to change up the dialogue a bit, getting
Mm-hmm.
rid of him.
Yeah.
'Cause,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
You
what?
want to
Oh,
get
you
back
got another
in?
one?
Huh? Well, no. That was
Go
that
ahead.
was.
Yeah, because I got nothing else.
All right. Here we go then. This is like Sisters on Angela Yee.
Yeah, I don't know why the video's lagging so much. Okay, I see it now. So cast of Sisters interview. Okay, so boom. Angela Yee, she has her own podcast or whatever you want to call it. Uh and she interviewed the new cast of Sisters. They talked about life, they talked about their personal podcast, they talked about spring and summer and fall and bubbly stuff.
Oh,
Angela
this
Yee
is the
didn't
new
get to
cast.
meet.
I thought that was,
Yeah, what do you think that
dude.
is?
I'm looking at that. I thought
Take
that
a
was
look.
Karen.
They
That
tried.
is.
You got to squint.
I
That's why they
sure in the
picked
hell
her. They
do.
say let's get a dark skinned woman so to fill in that Karen slot. You see how they do? So they
Yes.
said they won't miss it. They won't miss it. They won't miss it. Let's you know get her
I
some
gotta tell you,
bubbling
I
brown
don't mean to
sugar.
interrupt your flow, but I'm a person who really can't watch Angela Lee. I'm gonna have to watch this episode. I gotta. Did they mention it was no good? It was a typical Angela Yee.
Boring. I watch it now. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I missed something because I don't watch her, but it came on my timeline. I said, okay, let me check this out. Come on, Angela Yee. We finna get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
talked about life. They talked about summer, spring, and fall. They talked about they each individual podcast and empowering women. I said, okay, that's all good. That's all good. Angela, I know this show is not going to end without you asking how is Novi Brown? How is Ebony? What happened? Even if you can't let nothing like that.
Oh my
Are you
god.
serious, lady? Are you joke? You
There's no way that
sucker?
happened.
What's wrong with you?
There's no
Nah,
way
nah.
this happened.
Had this been Wendy Williams, baby, we would have got to some meat and potatoes real quick,
Hmm.
real quick. I'm sorry, like her or not, she would have asked some tough questions. She would have did some shoe cam, and then she would have gotten to the serious questions. What
That's right.
happened?
Yeah, what's going on?
What? Those are the questions people want to know. You know what I mean? Those are the questions people want answered. And Angela Yee did not do that unless I'm missing something. 'Cause I'm sure in the playback people gonna chew me up unless I
Ain't
miss
nobody gonna
something.
cheat
But
you up
she
and
didn't
say
ask.
Angela Yee asked some good questions. That's just not gonna happen.
She didn't. It was a lot of fluff. I don't mind some fluff, but you better get to the questions people have.
Mm-mm.
And she didn't even touch on it. She didn't even touch on it. Come on. Like, good God. I like it feels like are they even did you even mention the word sisters? No. They talked about everything under the sun other than that. And it was
Mm.
so stupid. It was so stupid.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I won't be checking that out. Karen removed from season 9 recap.
Boom. Okay, so Karen, you know what? We had a popular YouTuber. He was in he viewed our video. Crap, where anyway, his name is crap, our kind of entertainment.
Yes.
Very popular YouTuber. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm humbled. And he viewed our video and he saw something that you said. You mentioned how they made it they removed Karen from the season 10 recap of season 9. If I'm not mistaken, they kind
Yes.
of removed any essence of
No,
her.
they didn't show her at
And
all when they started talking about what happened last season. She just wasn't there.
so the guy, the popular YouTuber, we were chatting in our chat on our YouTube page, and he goes, you know what? I didn't even think about that. So he went back and looked himself and noticed, and he says, you know what? You guys are right. They totally removed Karen from that season 10, season 9 recap, the recap of season 9. They totally removed her. And I kind of looked at myself and I said, wow, yeah, Sir Daryl was right. So it was just kind of cool to get a mega YouTuber checking us out.
Yeah,
And
the famous, the most famous in the Tyler Perry review world.
but what kind of loops around to what we were saying on what kind of loops around to what we were saying. There's more than meets the eye when people are saying that Karen, Ebony, and Novi Brown were taken off the show because they had other projects going on and it was their time or whatever. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows because you don't go through all that trouble to remove somebody. They've already been paid for it. It's not like you're gonna pay them any more for having them on a recap. They don't get paid no more for that, you know. So that's what leads me to believe that there's more to the story. I'm pretty sure that there was some drama, but it's too, their careers are kind of new, so they don't want to ruffle any feathers. That's what I think.
Um,
That's what I think. What could it be? I don't know. Did Tyler Perry have an issue with
wait, you
one of
telling me you
the?
don't have the inside scoop? You're just guessing, Jeffrey Jordan? Are you just
I'm
guessing?
guessing my behind. I'm guessing my behind off, and when I put this on the replay, I'm gonna have that comment blown up saying I'm guessing my behind off. I'm sorry. Let
I
me get
can't
Tyler.
believe
Oh,
that
he's
you
not here.
are not just giving out the straight facts. I can't believe you did not go down to Tyler Perry Studios, get inside of there, and investigate so you could bring people only the facts. I cannot believe you're
Exactly.
speculating, theorizing about what Karen's departure
Yeah.
means. See, you are out of your mind, sir.
I'm out of my mind. Jesus.
No parents.
Yeah, I put that up there as a to jog my memory because initially I was going off saying that, well, why is this guy here? Why is nobody calling Karen's people or her family or and then later on I heard that Sabrina has no parents.
Yeah, yeah,
So
we
I said,
found that
okay,
out.
let me shut my mouth. And that's all I had to say about that scene. I was just don't go in because nobody was contacting key people in her life, but
Yeah,
apparently she has no key people in her life, which is strange.
Danny
Yeah,
is listed as her next of kin.
yeah, yeah.
That's interesting.
Uh, it is.
Hmm.
Baloney, baloney, EBT award. I don't want to hear nothing this lady has
Oh,
to
Jeffrey
say.
Jordan.
EBT award worthy. Got the finger up like she just you left your sister. You broke her. The Cheyenne is so rude. Yeah, she's not humble, and you're dumping this chick off on me. That's all I would say. Mama, I love you, but you and her gotta go. You and
Absolutely.
her gotta go. I'm gonna visit you. I'm gonna ride with you down to your house, and we gonna set up shop there. I'm gonna take a few days off of work, put us some PTO time, and we gonna be at your place, not my high end apartment that she's wearing my clothes and cooking in my food. No, what like you setting me up, mama? Like this is not a wellness call. You came to drop this chick off on my doorstep and bounce. That's what it is. Let's call it for what it
Yeah,
is.
this was a
Let's
whole
call it for
mission.
what it is.
This was an entire understanding because even she said it. Mama, I told you that she wasn't gonna go for this. This was a planned event.
Yes, it
They
was
went out
planned.
of
It
their way
was
to plan this
planned.
whole thing out.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you left and didn't call yourself. I'm like, Mama, she don't have a cell phone just because she can't use your cell phone to call me. It works both ways.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Good God, mama. Her mama, she's a jab turkey. Okay? Jab turkey, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's it.
guess maybe she got it when she was at home before they actually got there. I don't know, but it does appear that they're trying to make it seem like this is 100% on Andy. This is all Andy's responsibility to make every aspect of this work. No, absolutely not.
So stupid, so stupid. And the key thing is she keeps saying, you went off to college. You know how stupid that sounds? She didn't go off to be some aspiring singer, some singer in a nightclub or something. She went to freaking college. As a mama, you're gonna be proud of that and say, baby, you need to be like your older sister. That's how that conversation should be going. You need to be like your older sister. She went off to college and made something of herself. Oh, but now that you sick, you want to tear it down and saying, "Oh, you broke your sister's heart." It is BS. BS.
BS and Jeffrey Jordan
That's
is
it.
not here for it.
What you reading, sir?
No, I said BS and
Okay, my
Jeffrey
bad.
Jordan ain't here for it.
Facts, facts, double facts. Yeah,
Huh? I don't even remember that. Her Denzel, she wants her Denzel
yeah,
and a couple of kids.
yeah. It's just some foolishness. I mean that made no sense. It's not the time to be talking about that when I just told you my best friend, who you know also is in the hospital fighting for her life. That's what you have to talk to me about?
Mm.
A Denzel and a few kids? Get out of here. Like,
And
this is
Karen
so
jealousy.
stupid.
Yeah, obviously this mother's not going to be around long, so it doesn't matter. But she is beyond annoying. She almost makes me miss what's that woman's name who was the billionaire who funded or dumped money
Marie,
into what
Marie,
Miss Marie, right? Is that her name? They called her Miss
yeah,
Marie.
yeah, yeah.
Almost makes me miss her. She was not. Well, maybe she was as annoying. I don't know, but just curiosity. Last season, did anything ever wrap up with that? Remember, we were wondering whether or not she was actually in on trying to take Karen down. Did we ever get any resolution to that last
I
season?
don't recall.
They probably just
I
let
don't
it go.
recall.
Probably didn't even. They probably didn't even deal with it. Wine drinking.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, this is the mother setting this up, trying to get them together. I hate when parents do that. She just, why don't you cook something for your sister and get so you can get comfortable here, and they already have that plan for her to stay there, so you're trying to sweeten Andy up. Like, how do you think that this is gonna work, you know trying to dump somebody at my doorstep? That's crazy.
Hmm. Hey, hold on. Video audio got lost. Hold on.
It's all right.
Put that in there.
All right. Mm. Maurice been all serious.
Yeah, the better question for me is, the only reason I highlighted this is, like, I would think Pam would be the first one who was like, I'm cut this BS. I'm gonna call Karen right now.
Yeah.
Because unlike most people, everyone doesn't have Karen's direct number, I don't think.
Mm.
But I know Pam has a working one. Probably has a personal number, work line, whatever you want to call it. Pam has all the contact information to call Karen right now to say, listen, Sabrina is in critical condition at the hospital. That's crazy.
Yeah, out of all of these people, Pam has a different relationship with Karen than anybody. She is the one who would do it. This is also bad writing from my perspective because the way that we have come to know Pam, there's no way she would not. I mean, she's not just gonna ask, "Does Karen know?" And to not what it doesn't matter what the answer is. She's still calling Karen. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So the Pam that we know is called. Her next call is to Karen. She just needs to know whether or not she's going to be the one telling Karen or the one consoling Karen. She would need to know which character that she's going into in that moment. But there is no way the Pam that we got to know doesn't immediately call Karen. Immediately.
I agree. I agree.
Um,
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. This scene, it just stuck out to me because Cheyenne is there. She's supposed to have hat in hand, so to speak, humbled. You know, she's going out to explore. You know, I mean, I get that she didn't know Sabrina, but her sister is going through something right now. You could at least pretend to have some empathy, right? You know,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, she was
crazy,
listening.
and
She
she's
was listening and she heard everything that was going down.
eavesdropping, eavesdropping. And did she give a darn? Nope. Oh well, I'm going out. I'm going out, and not the mom down for it. Don't stay out too late. Ha 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 ha. That's how I know the mom was full of crap because the sister, she not married. She don't have no formal education, not that I know of. Oh, but you're not telling the sister to stay inside this house. You're not going nowhere. You a guest in Andy's house. I'm trying to get her to take your behind in. I'm trying to get her to house you. The mama didn't do none of that stern stuff that she does with Andy, which is baloney. Don't stay out too late. Ha 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 ha. That's it. Get out of
And she
here.
and gonna
You
stay up to wait on her to get back in.
That's crazy. Andy, mama, you and her behind got to get out of here. I love you, but both of y'all got to go.
Oh.
And I'm gonna
Jeffrey
ride with you. It's not gonna be nasty. I'm riding with y'all. I'm riding with y'all back down or wherever, but you can't stay here. Talk, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Jeffrey Jordan's got no heart, y'all.
Maybe you do, I guess.
What's the riches? What's wrong with your edges, girl? Coming from at this hour? Oh, I was just picking Cheyenne up.
Hmm.
Oh, is that? I couldn't see it.
That was the clip
Oh,
from next
that's
week.
the. Yeah, yeah. So, she's more trouble than she's worth. Obviously, she's in jail. Oh, she also does drugs. You know, so now I see why the mom's trying to dump her off on the sister, on the sister that's not married and has no kids. Now, what if Andy did have kids and was married? Would the mom still try and dump her off
Yes, she
on the
would.
sister? And
She would say, "This is your
that's
sister. This
crazy.
is their auntie. This is his sister-in-law. We're all a big family." That's what she would say.
Say, man, you
Gary
dumping.
would, and don't worry, Gary would accept her.
I'm sure he would.
He would. All she got was a Cheyenne.
Look, that's it. The mom ain't crap. The mom ain't crap. And I would have been like, pack your bags. Don't come back in my
Yeah, yeah.
house.
What do you think? You're
Curse.
going out. Yeah, you're going out, all right. But just grab your stuff first.
Where is your sister? Where's she staying in Atlanta? With her sister. Staying there like, is she working, mama? Are you cutting the check for her room and board? Of course not. Are you like you just want me to take on another mouth to feed? Really? And it's not even about the money because Andy has money. The point is, like Andy says, you 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 guys just caught me off guard. You set me up.
Yep.
You set me up. You planned this, you pre-planned this, and you did. They suckers. They are both suckers.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like either one of them. I don't like Andy's mama or her sister. Sounds like he's dismissing her. Why did he even have to come all the? Oh well, he had to come up to the door. Technically, he had his bag inside of there, but
Yep,
it
yep.
looked like he
He
didn't
did.
remember that he had his bag until he saw it. So is he playing games too?
Now, if he is, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. She needs to stay single. She's like, you coming in? Why are you inviting him, man? He's supposed to drop you off and go home. You don't need to have him coming in the house right now, Danny. Okay? Cool your behind off, and reassess what you want. Reassess what you want because I mean he has issues too. He gambles and his uh working and living arrangements are in limbo. Obviously, you can't deal with it right now. So Danny needs to just be single. That's it.
Hmm. Andy calls her,
Yeah,
but we don't hear
yeah.
Karen's
That
voice.
no, no, that was the scene I was talking about. So I forgot what you said the excuse was going to be, but what did you say that Andy Karen is just not going to come?
Oh, I don't know why she's about her. I think that she's going to come, but we're just not gonna see her. Like I think they're gonna
Oh,
have
okay.
the funeral, and like we're just not gonna like see inside of the funeral, or Karen had to immediately leave afterwards, or something like that. They're gonna do something real
Okay,
corny.
one of those. You're gonna be
Yeah,
getting her taxi leaving. Yeah,
yeah, yes, yes.
I get you.
Bye,
I got it.
Karen. It was good to see
I
you.
got it.
That crap.
All right,
That was
I got
all of
it.
the sister stuff. Now, what's up with this suing over fried chicken review?
Boom. Orlando Brown. He's outrageous. Orlando Brown. He
I
was on
do.
That's a Raven back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
As an adult, he is very, very outrageous. Um, LA Try Guy. He's a food vlogger. He's very popular on YouTube, and he reviews all types of foods and restaurants all over. He flew out to review Orlando Brown's new chicken restaurant, and he gave it a kind of bad review. He said the chicken was kind of gummy. And LA Try Guy, he's a nice guy. He doesn't like diss anybody. He just, if you look at Orlando Brown's reviews, people are saying like, oh, the chicken is like it'll be fried on the outside and kind of lukewarm on the inside.
Oh
There's feathers
God,
on it,
there's feathers
and
on it.
yeah, like he took pictures. The problem, like with somebody like an Orlando Brown or someone that really can't cook and they just want to use their name, if you do that, don't have your cousin or your friend who also can't cook running it for you because that's who was running the place. Just not a hood person, but a hoodish personality who doesn't know how to run a business.
Mhm.
Got his girlfriend, looks like running the place too. And that's why you got your name on something that's going to turn to crap. And that's basically what's happening. So you can't have your friends running your restaurant. So Orlando Brown is suing him for the bad review, you know, which is crazy,
Well, it's even
which is
crazier
crazy.
because basically he's suing him for talking crap about people, or he's suing him for having like basically bad press. Like you said stuff about me that ended up hurting me.
Yeah, yeah. And let's just say that's like if you have a restaurant, a true person who opens a restaurant, they're there night and day. They're getting their practices down packed. You know, Orlando Brown, he just opened it up, took some pictures and left, and that's what you get when you do that. And he's not going to be any better at quality control because he does not he's not a good cook. You know, he got his friends or whatever running the place, so that's what happens when you do that. So, hey.
All right, what's up with College Joe's road
I'm gonna
trip?
tell you this one time.
Oh, this. All right, hold on. Let me fix this. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna get this under control.
Cross country on this college road trip. Look at it, I'm gonna tell you this one time. I'm gonna do. Hell no, when he come back, he gonna be scarred. Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm driving. How's it going? You having a good time?
Dad, this is going terrible.
Every black man wants his child to be better than he was.
My boy.
The world is tough.
Y'all ain't welcome.
All right. Yeah, so that's Netflix Netflix movie. Well, it's a Medea movie, but it's gonna air on Netflix, of course.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
Tyler
that
Perry movie. Medea's just gonna be in it a little bit.
a lot of people were debating or asking that question, is Medea gonna be in the movie? Now, clearly we see her in the trailer,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that I think that, of course, she's in it, but she's not the main character this
No, she's
time. It,
not.
it's
No.
it's gonna be fixed around Uncle Joe, and he is very funny. But I think people just are used to always having it Medea as the focal point.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
we see
it's
him in the background. In fact, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to step on your thunder.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm real conflicted on this because when I found out about it, and I just saw that trailer that you put. I have not seen that trailer before. I saw another one, but I was kind of listening to it, so maybe it was similar. But this is my first time really paying attention to it. I just don't give a damn
Hmm.
about Joe. I've never cared about Joe. He was cool to be in the background. He was cool for a couple of one-liners, but forgive me because this wasn't said and it wasn't even implied. Because I never Joe was so in the background that I never even thought about what I'm about to say right now until today. I always saw Joe as possibly a pedophile or somebody that you don't want around the girls in the family. Like I saw him as problematic, possibly. I saw him as the uncle that you just kind of know to stay away from and to keep your kids away from or to keep the young girls away from. That's the way I saw him. So when I realized that Tyler was making a, a movie around this one character that seems like if we ever probed, it's going to be dark, not not funny, was interesting to me because I'm like, how the hell are you going to do this? I don't care about this guy, and the little bit that I think about him, it ain't really all that good. Now, I guess if I thought it out, I would realize I mean, I don't think Tyler's going to have any of them that dark, but he just reminds me of the uncle in the family, or in the uncle in a lot of families that you just know to stay away from. But even without that, like, I just wonder how many people are interested in Joe's story. I just cannot imagine that there's a lot of people clamoring to know Joe's personality, to see more of Joe, to hear more about Joe. Now, this could change after this, but what do you think about that? Do you think people give a damn about Joe?
They put enough. They put enough Medea in the clips and trailer for people to watch it, and it's on Netflix. So Tyler Perry was paid a boatload of money already, so it doesn't matter. So, but I'm pretty sure it's funny. People will watch it because Tyler Perry's name is attached to it. You
Mm.
got your little fix of Medea also, so you know she's in the movie, but she's just not on the road with Joe, as far as I can tell from the clip. But I think people are gonna watch this anyway. If true fans will watch this anyway.
But do
Yep,
you think
that's
they
what I think.
care anything about Joe, though? Just so up until this point, do you think they cared about Joe?
Yes, he's funny. I
Okay.
mean, he's not
Okay.
he's not
Hey,
Medea
this
like
could be a me thing.
I
I could be alone in this.
I said the same thing. And yes, is he a pedophile? Yes, because in the I want to say the first or second movie, there was a scene where they had like all the cousins and little nieces, maybe in their teens, coming to the house, and he said, "Yeah, baby, go get me a soda. Now, I want you to deep dig. You know how people in the hood, they have like the sodas in a big trash can with ice and stuff. And one of his little nieces, she had on like little hoochie shorts, and he said, "I need you to dig down, deep down, because I like my soda cold." Now, those were his nieces, and he was looking at her body, so he doesn't give a darn, So he will look at his own family, So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't. So it didn't come out of nowhere. All right. Maybe this is Tyler's attempt to humanize him. I'm interested in seeing where this goes, and because of everything that I said, I'm going to watch this one. I'm gonna watch it. 'Cause I need to see. I need to see where this goes. I need to see how Tyler does this.
yeah, I don't know. It comes out February 13th or something like that. February something. I don't know.
Hmm. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll definitely be reviewing this.
All right. Well, that was all our clips.
That was it.
Overall score of this episode of Sisters.
7.
I'll say 6, even though it got me riled up, but in the wrong way, because the mom got on my nerves, Cheyenne got on my nerves. Who's love? And then we really didn't need Fatima and Zach scene, but they still had a scene of them sitting on a couch chit chatting. I don't know what that added to the right. They were
Yeah.
sitting on the
Yeah.
couch saying how they were tired. So that was a wasted scene. We saw Pam talking. I guess that scene was. That scene could have been worthy with Pam, with Maurice talking to Maurice calling Pam. It would have been worthy had Pam called Karen right away,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have I would have justified that scene. But she just went back to work like normal, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. So yeah, I give it a six, 6.5, maybe a six.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't care for lot of action, but I didn't care for it. Um, we still need to know what's up with freaking Zach's dad, who Fatima still didn't say anything about. To still tell Zach that, listen, the guy who you mysteriously met at the gym happens to be your dad. Steer clear of him. Don't lend him no money. And let me give you the heads up. You still don't understand that what Fatima's doing is stupid.
I don't understand it at all.
So it's stupid.
I don't understand it. Once we get clarity,
Uh,
it might not be stupid.
is in the now is Fatima being smart?
I don't know. I don't know what her agenda
What
is.
do you mean you don't? Okay, I'll let you have it
Where's
because you're
Zach's
gonna
son?
defend and deflect. I don't know.
Hmm.
Eating chicken nuggets. I don't know where he is.
Hmm.
He's didn't he get? He's back with the mom or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
You
I
sure
don't
didn't
know.
ask about him. Wait, the son, his son is on Zatima, right?
His son is on. No, his son was on.
Was it? You
Was
sure it
it
wasn't on
Zatima? You know
Zatima?
what? It was Zatima. You're right. It was Zatima. But at this point, he need to be there too, right?
He's supposed to
It's things
exist,
because
right?
she's pregnant in both places.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. That's
Yeah.
funny. They don't care. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Who
Whatever.
cares? All right. Well, that was it.
Yep, I don't. Guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna we get all our views on the replay anyway. So thank you all for watching and we're gonna check you out later.
No doubt. See you soon, everybody.
Later.